Hi, this is Christina Etchberger from It's Military Life. I'm so excited to be talking to you all. This year, we're focusing on the word adventure, 2021 year of adventure. There's a lot going on with It's Military Life, and I'm so excited to be here with Jen Amos from Holding Down the Fort podcast. So how you doing?
Hey, Christina. Thanks. First of all, Happy New Year.
Thank
And
you.
thanks for having me on. I was just looking down because I was sharing the live video as soon as it came up. And, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I think because I'm telling myself that I should. I feel like if there's anything 2020 taught me is to live life intentionally, because otherwise it's easy to fall into like following negative stuff out there or being attracted to it. So, I just try to be that light for myself and hopefully for others, and we're good.
Yes, that's why I have you on for sure, because I know all that you've been doing has been so positive, and even us connecting and working together and talking together, it's great just to have that friendship and those connections in the military community for sure. So with It's Military Life, we our hub. So it's Military Life, it's a lifestyle blog, but it's a networking community. And so we've had so much fun networking with you and all that you've been doing. We've been guests on your podcast, and we're gonna be talking later in the month. So just tell us a little bit about what you're up to, because we all, like you said, need positivity.
Yeah. I think I am doing a lot of things. I think at a personal level, just so everyone knows, like I think I had a therapist like unofficially diagnose me with this. I have like what they call post-traumatic growth, which means in my interpretation that I take my trauma, I grow from my traumas. And so at a very basic level, what that means is that when I'm sad, when I have like what maybe most people would perceive as negative feelings, I try to rechannel that into something productive or something good. Sometimes that's as simple as putting a positive tweet out there or like resharing a positive like meme in my Instagram stories. But it's really important for me to like reframe those feelings as a force for good. And so what that means in my professional life is, I'm so fortunate to had started podcasting back in summer 2019, because I think it kind of gave me the skill set I needed so that by 2020, when we were all locked down, like the only way I could network and connect with people was via podcasting. And of course, that's how I met you, Christina. And, very quickly, my shows, in this context, Holding Down the Fort had gained a lot of traction. And last year we became an award-winning podcast. And really, I think that was just the result of like not wanting to be depressed, and I just feel like it's very easy to go down that route. And I understand that people who really deal with that in a clinical way, like that, I'm not trying to say that you can erase depression or anything. I'm just saying in my case, I've really just kind of turned my pain into my passion, or really just try to focus on things that are productive, like I said. And so Holding Down the Fort had been one of them. And then, of course, working with my husband Scott at a US Vetwealth, where we primarily focused on the military community, our active duty military families, especially those who are about to transition and they kind of want to figure out who they want to be when they grow up and how do they make their money align with that. So I don't know. I mean, since the new year, Christina, I was telling you offline, I've just been busy. I mean, like I've been working. I've been in calls today since like 11:30 in the morning, and it's at this time of the recording. It's like 8 o'clock at night. So I've been on like Zoom calls and all that stuff for I think 8 hours today, like back
Oh
to
my
back.
God.
But honestly, like what else am I going to do? Like
Yeah.
what else am I going to be doing right now? Like if I can just be connecting with people and staying connected, like that's my way of staying sane right now. And it just happens to be productive, and it happens to give me a livelihood. Thank goodness for my business, and how all the opportunities I've had just kind of led to being able to create this life and do it virtually. And, if there's anything 2020 has taught us is that, you can like legitimately work from home. You can legitimately build a virtual business. So, counting my blessings, flaws and all, and depression and all, and at least being able to, help people either way. And helping people, I help myself as well. So it's good all around, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that with just understanding that what, you know, how we feel and, you know, what we're thinking really does, you know, affect our lives and our work. And we kind of maybe deal with different things in different ways.
Mhm.
For me, like cleaning, I love to clean. That's so therapeutic. And also, it's a military life has been so therapeutic during such isolating times.
Mhm.
And with its military life, you know, it's been a lifestyle blog. We shared out content and have connected with people and had a lot of contributors. And what's been exciting within the last, I guess, since it's began in June of 2020, was launching Veteran Pen Pal Project for our veterans that are isolated in nursing homes, hospice care in their homes. And so that has really been great and a great way to connect different platforms that are interested in being a part of it, just patriots, people wanting to share their appreciation, schools. So that is up and running, and that's going to be relaunching January 15th, which is so exciting. We have a
Wow.
lot of participants. I call them VPPs, Veteran Pen Pals. And then we have ambassadors, and I know you are, I guess you would consider yourself a business ambassador with your business,
Yeah.
sharing out, and it sounds fancy if you say
I like it.
ambassador.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Add it to your resume, you know. So that's been fun. So I've been getting a lot of participation, excitement. So it's been so great. We even have a Facebook group and have it down in the crawler, Veteran Pen Pal Project. So I'm so excited about that. We're going to be starting matching people with veterans,
Mm.
continuing doing big events. We have an event going on right now with 2 deployed units, Marines and Army.
Mhm.
So if anyone wants to send care packages or letters, we have so much going on with this
Love it.
outreach opportunity. Yeah, so that's been going on with us. And then we also found out just before Christmas time that we're going to be PCSing to South Korea,
Wow.
which is crazy.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can. I'm speechless for you. Wow. It's like all
Uh,
I can say.
Pretty much me too. Yeah, because for us, so we have the 2 little kids, 3 and 1, and then we have our little Morky. So but she's a sweetheart. And it's so crazy. So what I'm trying to do with that, because it's, you know, it's crazy thinking that you're going to have to leave the States, be away from your family, be involved in a whole new setting.
Mhm.
Um, just trying to be positive and uplifting. And I'm going to use these opportunities, especially cultural opportunities, you know, with all these experiences to share out.
Mhm.
So that I will definitely share out in its military life. And I'm so excited because I'm going to be working with Sesame Street, with with the Sesame Street military families.
Wow. No big deal.
It's so exciting. So we're going to be talking with them because they have all these resources for PCSing. So we're going to be kind of cross collaborating there, Stars and Stripes,
Mm.
AMC. I love writing for them. So tons going on, so much excitement. But with your husband, I know you met him when he was a veteran, correct?
Yes, yeah, we met after his service. I think he, oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me for this. He got out, I think, or oh my gosh, I honestly don't remember because I met him after his service. But I'm pretty sure it was sometime in 2006. Oh my god. Okay, just we can't edit this. This is live. So sorry, honey. But yeah, he was very well out of the service already by the time we had met. However, when he transitioned out in Germany, he worked with a financial firm that focused specifically on military families that were there in Germany, and as well as the DoD, like people that were contracted to government workers that were there. And so, even though he transitioned out, he was still very involved in the community. And even when he came over to San Diego, which is where we met, you know, his brand, when he rebranded and decided to kind of start his own thing, it's still very much revolved around the military space. And so when I met him and decided to work with him, you know, with my Gold Star family background, I really had to kind of get in touch with that again, and kind of unpack that story for myself to show up and be like, you know what, like the place that makes me feel most like safe and familiar is actually the military community, because we're very multifaceted, and as a military child who moved around every two to 3 years, how that translated in my adult life is that I just couldn't hold a job. I got fired from 4 jobs in my young 20s. And so I'm so fortunate to be in an entrepreneurial space, working with my husband, working with the military. It just seems like such a perfect situation for someone with my upbringing, and also, with my husband's background, to be doing what we're doing today. So yeah, even though I don't remember when he retired, I'm sure he'll forgive me for that. Let's put it that way.
Well, yeah, and that's what's so cool about both your backgrounds. There's so much, I guess, demographic that you cover and understand and know. And that's what interested me when I first came across your podcast. And when you announced, your experiences and your childhood and your upbringing, and then what your husband knows and has lived. So he was in Germany. Has he been to multiple countries or stateside or?
That's a good question. It's so funny. You think I would know all this stuff. Like, I know typically speaking, military spouses would know this, like they would know like their husband's resume. But I think because like we're so fixated on like the story I can tell, it's his transition, like when he was about to go out. Like I know that story so well because he tells it all the time. Now the year, I don't know, maybe because it's late and it's like my first week back at work. I literally can't remember the year he went out. So that's just going to be an ongoing, he's not going to like let go of that if he ever watches this. But I just remember so clearly what that experience was like for him. And then also for me, when my family and I transitioned out, it was so abrupt because my dad had disappeared. And because we didn't have a sponsor in Japan, we're like, okay, you got to leave. Like, you can't stay here. And so our life catapulted to San Diego, and that was it. And so I just feel like we're so fixated on, like, that's why we focus specifically on transitioning military families, because we've dealt with it in our own way in a very intimate level. And so ask me about anything before that. You're going to have to look him up, find him on LinkedIn, Scott R. Tucker, and it'll tell you all there, or visit our website, usvetwealth.com, and you can see it all there. Like, just because he's my husband doesn't mean I know everything about him. So he can speak for himself.
Yeah. Oh, no, now we'll be able to talk to him. Was it the 25th of January, which I'm so excited about talking to you and him about US Vetwealth. So that will be so exciting. Oh no, I'm with you on that, where I'm like, okay, his birthday, it's like mixed in with the kids' birthdays.
Because sometimes their titles, I mean, I know with Scott, he like had different titles at different times in his career. And sometimes they were like very long titles. It's like, I can't memorize all of that. I just know he went to West Point. He was an officer in the Army, and he graduated the year 9/11 happened. So I know that much, but everything else in between, like, I mean, I hear him talk so much but still, there's some things I guess just eventually go over my head because I hear him talk so much, but it does, I don't have everything memorized of him, and I'm okay with that. I'm not ashamed of that. I didn't have the rest of my life to memorize these things. I'm good.
And I think like I guess when I first started off, so it was with, transitioning right into the military. And oh my gosh, in the beginnings, it was so hard because all these acronyms were being thrown at me. And I was so unfamiliar with rank and all that kind of stuff. And it just was a whole new world. And being like a teacher type, I'm like, oh my gosh, like at my teaching job, I need to know all my vocabulary and all my expectations or whatever it may be.
Right.
And so I think that's why, like, for me, those are things that I think about, because it's almost like survival, where I'm like, okay, I need to know this. And now with PCS, oh my gosh, all the different things that is being thrown at me, like, okay, I need this paperwork, this signed. So that's something I'm definitely going to get into. And then I know your husband is going to be like talking about possibly contributing with the transition type of material, because I have no clue about any of that besides the amazing USO Pathfinders, and that's about it. So that's awesome to have all that information from you both. But this This has been amazing. Is there anything else that you have going on that you want to share, or just words of wisdom?
Oh, well, wow. Okay. A lot of pressure. Well, I think, for Holding Down the Fort, we are going to be starting season 4 in February. And yes, we are accepting new guests. So if you are interested, just check out the website, holdingdownthefortpodcast.com. It's long, I know, I'll say it again, holdingdownthefortpodcast.com. And you'll get all the information. You'll get to learn about the show. It's primarily focused on providing resources, education, and relevant stories to military spouses and our families today that are, serving our good country right now. I guess good depends on who you're talking to, but in these weird political times, but I won't get into it. And then also, Scott actually started his own Facebook Live show that's going to be becoming a podcast as well, called Veteran Wealth Secrets. And right now we're looking to connect with veteran business owners. And so if you are a veteran business owner and you want to share your story, one of the big question we ask on his show is, what's your secret? Like, what is your secret to your personal life or professional life, or what does success look like for you? And how were you able to achieve it for yourself? So that's what's going on his end. And then also, since Veterans Day last year, we released our book, actually called Veteran Wealth Secrets, and you could actually download the first 3 chapters if you visit veteranwealthsecrets.com, or you could actually get the first chapter on Kindle on Amazon. So we have a lot of good things, but ultimately, I think what I'm trying to say is that if you like our vibe, if you feel like there's some way we could collaborate, or you just want to say hi, I'm here for it. So I would just love to absolutely connect with you. And Christina is good people, so you better connect with her too. Where's right this way? Yeah, this way as well. But I would just say those are the general updates. But the main one for sure, if you want to get a hold of me, even off of my onto my personal social media accounts, just go to holdingdownthefortpodcast.com and you'll get all that stuff on there. So one of my friends has joined on. Hi, Jean. Just wanted to say hi to her.
Awesome. Love the support. Yeah, that's so exciting. All that's been going on with you, and make sure you add that to the comments, because I would love for people just to see all that you're doing. And I appreciate you coming on the show with me and making it a fun almost weekend.
Yeah.
And just brightening up the new year of adventure, year of transition, hope, whatever people's words are for the year. Let's make it a positive one. So
yeah. Can I say just one more thing before you wrap up? I just want to take a moment to applaud you, Christina, because if people are watching this for the first time, Christina started It's a Military Life like in the middle of the pandemic last year, and she's just been hustling, building these connections and really promoting other people. So I know this won't be the last time I'll be hearing from you, especially when you start your PCSing. I know that this is a way to serve other people, but I know that this helps you as well. So I just want to commend you, Christina, for the good work that you started in the middle of the pandemic last year and continue to do. And continue to use me as a resource, because you're good people, and good people need to stick together.
Yes. Oh, that's so nice of you, because it definitely is nice to hear that my work is a positive thing for others. And I love our collaboration, and I can't wait just to continue on and share our stories. So thank you so much. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.